Take two. A university with a global outlook like Stephen should recognize the impact its graduates make overseas. This year, the International Achievement Award goes to Art Harper, class of 1978. As an executive with General Electric, Art managed the manufacture of plastics on 4 continents, from posts in Belgium and China. He understands the challenging nuances of the global economy, from locating suppliers in far locales to negotiating in different countries and leading a diverse team of employees. He has met and embraced many cultures, forming personal ties with people that are not only necessary for international commerce, but that have shaped him and surely contributed to his successful career. Art is also an avid jazz enthusiast, who no doubt has exported that most American of musical styles to new fans from Brussels to Beijing. If you've ever gotten a letter from him, you know that Art's unique version of sincerely or regards is a passionate and proud jazz forever. Now back in the States, Art is a co-founder and managing partner at Gen X 360 Capital Partners, a private equity firm with a portfolio worth over $1 billion. He has served as a director with Gannett and Monsanto, sits on the boards of several nonprofits, and has mentored and inspired many children from impoverished and minority backgrounds. Art won the 2004 GE Chairman's Turnaround of the Year Award, and in 2005, Black Enterprise Magazine named him one of the 75 most powerful African Americans in corporate America. Tonight, he will get a new award we hope he will proudly display to commemorate his impact both here in the United States and overseas. Let us honor Art Harper with the International Achievement Award. Art?
Thank you for that warm introduction. I was one of the last few people standing between this crowd and either dancing or bed. I know I better be quick, so I'm gonna try and do that. I want to start by saying President Farvarden, other alumni, faculty, and students, and the nominating committee, I'm both honored and humbled to receive this award. You know, I'm the first one in my family to graduate from college, and I first stepped onto the campus of Stevens in 1974, and I thought I was in trouble, okay? Those freshman classes started, and I saw the talents of some of my classmates, and I said, what am I doing here? And I knew it was gonna be tough. I knew I was gonna have to work hard to get through it. But 38 years later, after leaving Stevens, I'm happy to report it was worth it. The return on the investment there was really good. It was beyond anything that I could have imagined and beyond anything I could count on. And, you know, as many of the other honorees have already stated, no one who's successful does it alone. You need help along the way. And I've been blessed to be surrounded by some great people who've helped me along the way. But it all started at Stevens. It all started with the great, you know, education that I got there that afforded me the great or very good career in corporate and then now as an entrepreneur in the shark-filled world of private equity, okay? And a couple of the people who helped me along the way are here, who I'd like to recognize. They're sitting over at table 23. One has been like a brother to me, but he was a business partner masquerading as an HR leader for a long time and went with me to a lot of those places around the world that we worked in and helped me along the way, and that's Steve Thorne. Steve, thank you for being here. The second one who's sitting there is another partner in crime and was with me along the way in my corporate career, but also is truly, he's a partner, a founding partner with me when we started the private equity firm about 11 years ago. He's also, I have to say, he's also a Princeton graduate. And for years, he's told me about Princeton. and Jim Shepard. Jim, thank you for being here. But Jim, I want to highlight that the ROI ranking of Stevens was above Princeton this year. Is that right? And finally, in closing, there's one thing I want to say to the students and recognize one other person. To the students who are here, all of you, particularly those STEP students, because I was in the STEP program. Yeah? I'm here as evidence to you, proof to you of what's possible. The education you're going to get here is worth it. All the hard work, all the efforts, all the sacrifices you and your families are making to get you through here, trust me, when you get out, the opportunities are bigger than you've ever imagined. So stick with it, get through it, it's going to pay off. And finally, in closing, the one person I'd like to recognize last is my best friend, and it's the love of my life. And she's been with me through the whole thing, okay, for 34 years. I drug her all around the world. She's put up with me in so many different ways. It's my wife, Linda. I love you forever. I've only ever made one perfect decision in my life, and that was to marry her, okay? Thank you for listening. Thank you for this award. Jazz forever. Go Ducks.